right, today we're going to do a watercolor wash. And a wash is called a wash because you literally put a layer of water on your paper. So the steps of a wash is a light layer of water, spread out the puddles, put down your color, put a nice light layer of water for the next color, put down the color, and then with a dry brush, blend it together. So step one, wet your paper just a little bit. You can see that it's a little puddly, so I need to spread those puddles out until it's just wet, not puddly. Remember, if it gets too puddly, it will actually tear up the paper a little bit and wrinkle it a whole lot. So now I get the first color, which is going to be purple. All right, and I just do a light layer of purple. We may have to do this in a couple layers, so it's okay if it's just really a light color to start out with. Okay, so I have the purple. All right, so then this area is still a little wet, so I don't actually have to change. I don't have to do more water. So then I do my next color, and you'll notice that even now it's going to blend in a little bit into the purple, but you can still see the line in between. So you get a dry brush, rinse it off, clean it, dry it off with your finger, and then go in between, and you can really start to blend that in. So you can't see where one color starts and one color stops. And again, if you need to add a little bit more purple because you want your sky to be darker, then you can go back up here and add a little bit more purple. But notice, if you do that right away, your paper starts to fall apart. I suggest to let it dry. So I'm cleaning off my brush, and then I'm going to blend that down. So what we're doing is we're creating a gradient, or a nice smooth transition between each color. So remember, the steps are, first, do a light layer of water across the area that you're going to paint. If you have any puddles, spread the puddles out so it's just wet paper. Second, do a light layer of your color for that space. Again, trying to spread it out. And do a little bit of blending into the next color. But what you really need to do to blend is clean it, dry it off with your fingers, and then go ahead and blend it from there. And you can see the orange and the red start to transition. The purple and the red start to transition. And it starts to look a little bit more like a sky. I can actually blend it all the way back and forth and get a nice effect. All right, so remember the steps. Lightly wet your paper, spread out the puddles. Second, put a light layer of color down. Make sure that the next space for your next color is still a little bit wet. Add your next color, and then with a dry, clean brush, blend them together.